Hello, and welcome everyone to episode 15 of the Rollin Heavy podcast. I am your host, Big D, joined as always by brother, good friend, rolling partner, notorious BOF. How are you tonight, my friend?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm pretty good tonight. I got a tasty beverage by my side. It's been a
Nice,
long week and relax a little bit, talk some jujitsu,
nice.
and, and
Yes.
and have a
It's,
good time.
yeah, it's been a little cold here in the
Yeah, in the Mountain
good old Beehive
West.
State.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
a
had
little chilly, little snowy.
Snowmageddon on Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
For anybody that lives, I guess the Midwest, like the northern states, it's probably nothing compared to the stuff you guys get normally. But we got I don't know, I got at least a foot of snow on Wednesday.
I I think I wish I got a foot, honestly. Um, I the biggest rift, the biggest pile that I have, or the biggest snowdrift that I didn't create by shoveling, I would say is probably maybe um 4 feet.
Yeah, that's pretty big. The end of my driveway was probably 2.5 feet,
Yeah.
all the way across with where the snow drifted.
Yeah, so kind of where my porch kind of falls off into my front yard. It's about a 4 foot drop. The snow is just naturally up that high, so
Yeah.
it's a. I almost lost my son in it because he wasn't paying attention when he was shoveling the porch and stepped back, fell off, and there he went. Like, dude, told you, be careful when you're up there because you can't tell where the porch ends and the snow starts. So now you do.
Hey, at least there was the snow to break his fall.
Yeah, he didn't go down very far. It was heavy snow, so he didn't go all the way under. He kind of it was like he hit an air pad. Like he only fell about 2 feet before the snow stopped him. So
I was uh I was talking to one of my guys today at work, and he was saying he's got some back problems. I'm like, hey, just go sit in the snow pile that you shoveled on Wednesday. It's a nice little
yeah,
icy throne. You can just ice yourself down.
no kidding,
The
man.
the
If you're
snow's gonna conform to your body. Like I can't think of a more comfortable chair.
yeah, I shoot, I got a couple of piles I can go out and just make it into my little throne.
I think I might have convinced him because he's like, that doesn't sound like a half bad idea.
Oh shoot, 20 minutes on, go back in the house,
hmm
get on there. 20 minutes, go back out. 20 minutes, in and out, in and out. You'll be fine.
I'm just like, you're welcome. So I'm gonna have to talk to him on Monday and see if he actually made a snow throne.
You're basically a chiropractor, so good job.
Yeah, something like that.
Uh-huh.
So because of the snow, we were only able to train once this week, which kind of sucked because we were talking Monday after class, and I'm like, I got the bug again. After COVID and missing training for so many weeks in a row, I got out of the habit, and then for whatever reason after Monday, it all clicked again for me. I'm just like, yeah, I'm getting that spark. I'm getting that discipline. I want to go. And then we get, all the snow and nobody can drive anywhere.
Hmm.
And it's like,
Yeah. Well, and
damn.
honestly, and Monday was such a good class too.
I
I
did,
felt
yeah.
Monday was such a good class. Um, kind of a continuation of the classes the week before, kind of armbar stuff like that, S mount stuff, but it just I don't know. It was just clicking yesterday or Monday.
Yeah,
Like,
it felt good. Well, because when we trained on Thursday last week, did we train Thursday or Wednesday last week? Um,
uh,
I,
Thursday.
yeah, but because when we
No,
trained, I don't know.
I thought we only did Monday last week also.
Oh, that's right. Um, Monday last week, we did the armbar stuff from mount, but we didn't do a whole lot of the S mount stuff. Right.
No,
And then
no,
this
it was
week,
kind of just yeah. Last week was kind of just more sit down stuff. We did a little bit. We did a little bit of S mount stuff.
Yeah, right at the very end of class, but nothing too much.
Because big guys don't give their back, right?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Big guys don't sit. The big guys don't sit on the mat.
No, yeah,
So kind of towards the end, we did um, kind of S mount belly down type of armbar stuff as opposed to standard. Versus what the rolling heavy. So we practiced what the rolling heavy logo is. That's kind of what we were practicing on Monday.
yep.
If you
Yeah, the
picture
standard
that,
setup from mount into your traditional armbar, right?
right, which is the picture there on the rolling heavy logo versus a kind of a belly down. So just imagine kind of a knee in your jaw and facing forward type of thing. So
Yep.
which is which I liked a lot better. Um, I never felt super controlled getting into that position, and I feel like I never really hit it. Obviously, I'm you know a white belt and still need to put in about 200 hours and that type of stuff.
But
But
we need reps. We need the reps.
uh huh, um, I, but it didn't feel like the face down stuff, the belly down stuff was just felt so much better. Like that one
Yeah,
felt better right away, like right away. And I didn't the the kind of the sitting back one just I didn't it did I felt like I lost it most of the time.
yeah,
I couldn't stay deep enough, but that one felt good. And then fast forward to this Monday, and it's basically exactly what we were doing the lay down stuff, just from a different position. So I like that. That's kind of my. That's one that I'm gonna. That's one like I'm gonna be an S mount. I'm gonna be an S mount.
yeah. I
I'm gonna
mean,
be in a.
I
I'm
think
gonna
if
be a
anybody can get to
S
S
mount.
mount, they want to be an S mount.
I want to be an S mount assassin. I'm gonna be like, boom, here's S mount.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to be an
I
S mount.
my arms and shoulders can attest to how much tighter your arm bars were going belly down than they were going back to the ground.
Oh yeah, I think when I was trying to sit out and do all that, I'm like, okay, dude, here you can go ahead and pass because I could never get your elbow in the right spot. I'm like, okay, you're out of my arm bar, so I guess you get you can now
Here
you're on
you
top.
go.
So cool for you, dude. It
Here's
was
side
basically
control.
it was basically me doing a sweep for you without without you having to do anything.
I appreciated that.
I basically I basically gave you I basically gave you top position by being a ding dong and uncoordinated white belt trying to do that position. So, but I feel good about my S mount, so you can expect that more during active rolling time.
Yeah. If I let you get to S mount, like I have screwed up so much to let you get there. So if you get to S mount on me when we're rolling, you've earned it.
I'm gonna be like, hey man, look over there, look over there,
What is
look over
that?
there,
What is that?
look at look at that shiny thing over there.
Oh, it's S mount.
Boom, S
S
mount.
mount's over there.
Hey, look over there. Oh, did you drop this? It's called S mount. Ow.
Yeah, and then I guess to try to explain it a little bit for maybe somebody who's a little newer doesn't know what S mount is think of your regular mount position. Now you slowly work your way up, or if you get real good, you can just pop up to it if you get their arms controlled. But you're essentially sitting on your partner's chest, and one foot is essentially in their ear hole around the backside of their shoulder, and then your knee is trying to touch their other ear hole. So what you're doing is you're making an S with your legs, essentially. That's why it's called S mount. And you're trapping both of their arms straight forward and up while you are just straight up sitting on them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a big dude, if you can get to that position and where you're sitting straight on your opponent's chest, you could probably get some taps just from the straight pressure. Grab a
For
grab a
sure.
lap, grab a lapel and just pull up and sit deep.
No, yeah, those are S mount. I mean S mount. You know, they call jujitsu what, the gentle martial art or whatever.
The gentle art.
That's the gentle art. There's nothing gentle about S mount.
No,
If
no.
you are going to get tapped from pressure, S mount is your jam.
Mhm, mhm.
Like yeah, like 100%. Like if you want to embarrass somebody just because to tap to pressure, it's S mount. Because just go ahead, lean back a little bit, and they're still not going to go anywhere. But you know, there's 200 pounds just resting on that diaphragm. So
Diaphragm.
diaphragm.
All
That's how
right.
it's spelled.
Got to get that extra G in there.
Diaphragm. There's no silent G's. Whoever heard of a silent G? Di- diaphragm. No, it's diaphragm.
I like it. I like it.
If they want us to call it diaphragm, then take out the G. There's no need for the G in there. Anyway, this is a jujitsu
Yes.
podcast, not an
Right.
English podcast.
We're here to try to educate on jujitsu topics, not so much grammar, spelling.
Yeah, well, I am. I'm just sit on the diaphragm.
But like we've talked about in past weeks, like I feel like as a big dude, side control is paramount. Like if I can get side control and really start to pressure, um, I should be able to finish almost any match from side control. With the amount of
Yeah,
pressure and everything
I'm.
that we can put on. Uh, S mount is, I feel like, a totally different story. Like if I can get to S mount, if I don't finish, that's on me.
I think the difference between the two things you're talking about, if you can get the side control, and you have a pretty, some pretty heavy pressure off of side control, um, I don't think you're going to get a pressure tap from a side control type
True,
of thing.
true.
However, it's going to be incredibly difficult to get out of that. So you're going to win on points just for that. If unless if you're ahead of points at that
Yeah,
point in time, right?
yeah.
You're gonna
I
get you're gonna you're gonna get your 2 points for probably
For passing,
passing and then controlling side control. So you might get that might be a
I think it's 4
4 point
for
type.
the pass and then 4 for
Yeah,
the advantage.
yeah. So you're probably gonna get your points there. And if you're ahead in points, which you should be, then just wait it out and you're gonna win for points. I don't think you're gonna get any you know pressure depending on what you do. Unless you go to like Casey Katame and really, really, really sit on that diaphragm. Um, you might get a pressure tap, but yeah, S mount, man, that's like that's like uh, that's like 100
Yeah.
times more pressure
Oh,
on that
it's so
on the
bad.
body. Like, and you can see too, and like you can watch a lot of videos, and I think John Donaher has one. He's like, look, there's not a lot of pressure from right here, and he's inside control,
Hmm.
and he's like, look, there's not a lot of pressure right here. Like, he can basically lift me up. I'm on him, and I'm in a more dominant position, but I'm not putting a lot of pressure on him because it's basically from my chest to chest, So maybe only 20% of my weight is on him, and there's not a lot of pressure, blah, 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 blah. But I'm in a dominant position. Now, if I go here, and then they try to move, there's, 90% of my weight on them.
Yep.
Basically, all but my one leg is not on them right now. So, yeah, it's, it's a lousy position.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible to be on the bottom, and I've I've never felt so powerful in any position in jujitsu like I have in S mount. Um,
Oh, for sure.
I do have to sidetrack here a little bit, and I have to say your side control defense has gotten much better. Um, as soon as
Try to
I
get,
as soon as I pass, you are instantly shrimped and framed, and then getting back to guard. So I
because
have to give you a big kudos, my friend. Like you've
thank you.
really increased that part of your game.
I appreciate that because here's the thing for that. I got real tired of getting stuck in that goddamn position. So like I know my guard is like passing my guard is like putting a hot knife through warm butter, man. It's like cool, but here I go. So the second I know that you're passing my guard, I'm on fire and I'm shrimping in that position.
I'm already sideways and I'm framed.
I'm shrimping out of there. I am out of the way. I know what's coming, and I'm not getting stuck in that damn thing again.
Yeah,
I've
and
learned a couple of ways. If you do get to full side control, I think I have a couple other techniques up my sleeve to get out of it, but I don't. My first thing is to just frame up, shrimp away like I'm on fire, and not even let you get that position.
which is
But yeah, so I appreciate.
what you should do. But
Yeah, like
I've noticed over the last couple of weeks you've really gotten there because I've usually been able to get past and then get to a pretty decent side control and almost do a full crossface on you. But the
hmm
last 2 weeks you've been on point and just right there and then ready to put me right back in guard or half guard.
Yeah, and every time you pass my guard, it's like in my mind, it's like F word, he passed it again. Fine, I'm out of here. F word, he passed it again. I'm out of here.
See, and
So
I feel like you probably have a much stronger guard than you're giving yourself credit for. I'm just a wide body. Like
you are a wide body.
I'm very broad, and you and I both have short, stubby, like thick legs.
hmm
The only way
I
I can
never.
get you in a closed guard is if I break your posture and I have my legs like wrapped around your midsection, not around your waist. I can't get full
Yeah,
guard around your waist. I just can't.
yeah. I don't think I've ever had full guard on you. My I'm 100. I'm always open guard on you because I can't get my feet to touch together. So yeah. And I can only you know what I can only thigh master so much before my legs get tired. So
Yeah, I feel that. And
I'm
the
like,
times that I have gotten closed guard on you, my foot has really hurt the next day because I'm
yeah.
squeezing so damn hard to try and keep you.
It's tough. But I think that's part of but I think that's kind of the name of the game for, the super heavy class. And
Yeah.
like like the professor mentioned, he's like, that's why you watch a super heavy match, 90% of the time it's on the feet because
Yeah, you
those dudes and if you end up on your back, you got a lot of work to do
Yep.
because it's gonna be hard to get past that guy.
Yeah, well, and that's what he's
So
always said. It like in as we're training arm bars, sure, we go through, the general fundamental motions, but then um he comes over and is like, "I want you guys to do this." It's like
do this.
never as a big dude, never give up your back if you can avoid it.
Nope, never get on your back and never give up your back. We should never give up your back, doesn't matter how big you are. But if you're a
Well,
big
I
dude,
mean, like get on your back.
never get on your back. Yeah,
Never
yeah,
be
yeah. I know
on
what you're
your
trying.
back as a big dude. Obviously, you never want
Yeah,
to give up your back, but you don't want to be on your
yeah.
back as a big dude.
No, no. Yeah, and that's I think, and he said too, and he considered a big dude, 175 pounds plus, which 175 pounds. I'm like, that's 175
That's
pounds.
that's like
Shit,
almost half of me.
that's like a that's like it's like a warm up bench press, like 175 pounds. What are you talking about?
Right, man. If I'm rolling against somebody that's 175 pounds, I am gonna smash you all day.
I was like, I will do my best to not hurt you
Yes.
because
Yes.
you weigh nothing. You are a feather.
Oh, you're 175 pounds? I'm 300.
Yeah. So I'm another one of you.
Yes. Oh, you're gonna try to double leg me? I'm gonna sprawl and get your back.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Here's the thing.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I
But
mean,
they're big. To roll against someone like that, 175 pounds. Obviously is going to be training only, unless there's like an open class and
right.
they jump in a 175 pounder in an open class is probably not going to happen.
Um, But I
Unless,
I
you
will
know,
say I've rolled against a smaller person and got it handed to me pretty good. So
well, I think that goes into too, is, mat time and
yeah,
experience, right? Like kind of like we were talking about before we started the podcast, right? Let's take John for example. He's probably 175, if
yeah,
that.
soaking wet probably.
He's always probably more 150ish, I would say.
Yeah.
150, 175 with rocks in his pockets, right? But
Mhm.
but you know, if he was to, yeah, I might be stronger than him, and you know, I got quite a bit of weight on him, but the way that he rolls, he's just like we were talking about. He's been in every situation so many times that he's uncomfortable is comfortable for him. So
Right.
it's
He's
like,
not worried about it. It's
here's the thing. Yeah, you're a heavier opponent, but I know that I can do this and this and this and this and this. I
yeah,
know I know how leverage works, and I do this and this and this, and it's not hard to get someone that's 100 pounds heavier than me off because I know what to do. And
nope.
if I can't, I know how to kill you from here. So
I know
I'm a,
how
I
to
am a,
armbar you with a bent arm.
yeah,
So
I am a killer of worlds,
the
as he was
destroyer,
referred to,
the
destroyer
destroyer
of
of
worlds,
worlds. Yes.
which is true, man. The dude.
Which is, I mean, which I like we were talking about before we started the cast is today. Um, it's crazy. Like our three main instructors are legit. Like they're
Hmm.
all three world champions through IBJJF at one point or another. One of the guys is still pretty active in the competitive scene, and anything I've seen him join, he's always winning. He's always taking first place. He's bringing home golds.
You're talking David.
Damon.
Yep.
Um,
He's mostly nogi though, but
yes, yeah,
regard but regardless, throw a on him. He's looking to probably smash people.
yeah,
So
and so that's Damon. And then yeah, he was referred to as probably the smoothest technical jujitsu person that one of our professors has ever seen. And then we get to our head professor Johnny, and he's just like he's the destroyer of worlds. He's just that guy, and he's got all of this knowledge, and he will end your world like just like that. And we've gone back. I know I've gone back and I've watched his competition videos, and it's exactly that. He's so calm, he's so collected, and then it's just this explosion, and they're tapping. And this is in gold medal matches at world title events. It's insane just how crazy collected he is, and then how technically sound he is when it's time to move. As soon as you make that one little teeny tiny mistake, you're done. He capitalizes on it, and you're tapping, and it's time to move on.
yeah, and I think too, and that's kind of one of the things we were talking about, before we started this episode was, being technically sound is one thing,
Yep.
but technically sound as well as mentally kind of just having that, I guess that mental mental fortitude, right?
Right.
It is just having that mentality is like, here's the it's gonna take a lot to make me, panic, and I don't think he does. He's like, here, it's panic is panic, especially in a match, and that's where you're gonna get the pressure tap, right?
Right.
People panic. I'm gonna panic. I'm gonna panic. I'm gonna panic. Okay, now I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm not being choked, but breathing is hard.
Yep.
So I need to get out of this position. I can't do anything. My energy, my tank is done because I've just been burning all these calories trying to get out. I'm done. I got to tap. You know, and he's been through the fire so many times, which he's just like, yeah, cool. Whatever. If I
Got
lose, I
it.
lose. But I'm probably not going to. But if I do, great. You know, but it's I know what to do,
Yeah,
and
and that's it. He's calm, he's collected, he's been in every situation. He doesn't panic. Even
Mm-hmm.
when he's in those disadvantageous positions, it's just okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and then oh look, I'm back. I'm back on top,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm attacking you.
Yeah, it's kind of like the oh shoot, what did I do to get here? It's okay, I'm here. What do I do to not be here?
Yep.
Oh, well, what do I do to not be here? Well, I need to do this.
And that's like if I could ever be on Johnny's level, I would be amazed. I'm not ever gonna be at that level. Um,
I don't, but and nothing, obviously, and you might, but and nothing against, any of the great, jiu. I don't. Not many people will be at his level.
no, I mean he's a multiple time world champ for a reason.
He is. He is. You know what? And he's learned from some really good people.
Yes, yes,
You know, some really good people.
yeah,
And
very very true. I mean, I'm pretty sure who was it? Hickson gave him his black belt along with
yeah,
Pedro. So
yeah, yeah. So he's learned from some really good people, and um, he's got the right attitude, and that's he's a very humble person.
oh, for sure. You would never know. He's
Hmm.
such a chill dude, and when he's explaining stuff in class, it's just oh yeah, it's just you're gonna do this and you're gonna do this. They're gonna and just and that's why I like doing the occasional advanced class with Johnny because
Uh,
I just like to hear his thought process. And then he reels
I
himself back because it's like
he get
it's like you're gonna do this, they're gonna do this, then you're gonna go here, then they're gonna do this, and then you're gonna set it up through this. And he's like,
yeah,
wait, let's just go
yeah,
here.
yeah. He knows he'll go down a rabbit hole and he'll be like, but this he's like, okay, but this is not what we're gonna do right now. But this is this. I bet that dude could talk for probably 3 days straight
Oh,
on
for
on
sure.
one, like, hey, explain the triangle to me. Sit down and pack a lunch because you're gonna get a lot of info. Well, the triangle, well, you can do it like this, and then there's this, but if this happens, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, well, you can do it from this position, but this, I mean, that dude's forgot more than I will ever know
Oh,
in jujitsu.
for sure, for sure. Um, and I just like we've talked about before, like I feel like the gym we train at is I don't know. I feel like it's something special. It might just be because um I feel connected, I guess, to the group and the professors and like the gym as a whole, and I guess just jujitsu. But I don't know.
I
I feel like there's something special about how our gym operates.
I do too. I do too. I think it's, and I mean, obviously, I can't explain like other, how other gyms do it because this is the one gym I've been to. You
Yeah,
know
same
what?
here, same here.
But looking at it, just as a let's just look at it as a gym, you know, like there is something different because I've done like, you know group trainings and things like that
Yep,
before, and there's just something different. There's something different about a a gym where you all have different levels of danger in you, right?
right.
Like like we're all like, I am hardly dangerous, and there's people that are very dangerous
Yep.
in that class, and we train, let's go down to the murder basement. Ah, cool, we're in the murder basement, and and
Which is where we train
it,
most of the time is the murder basement.
yeah, train in the murder basement, and and it's just great. It's just a feeling. All the people are great. Everybody like walks in, and you know, I and I see most people when they're walking in the parking lot, they're just like blah blah blah. Then they kind of walk in the door and then they see the map. Like, you can see the face change a little bit. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's about to. down. It's about to go down, and by the time you get down to the murder basement and get, start warming up and get your gi on, everybody's like smiling and talking. Then we go through class and we're sweating, and they're like, okay, let's go choke each other. Be careful. Come go choke each other.
If you
And
haven't
then you go
choked
choke each other.
somebody, if you haven't choked somebody, come and talk to me, the professor.
Yeah,
That is. But everybody
yeah. You
else,
haven't
choke each other, have fun, go train.
go train, go choke each other. Be nice. See you next Wednesday, or see you Wednesday. It's just. I agree. I there's just a
There's just something about it, right?
there's
It's
just something
just
about it. And even walking out, you got the people that are from the advanced class. Oh, how was it today? It was cool. Oh, it was great. How about you? Oh, it was great. Class was great. Class was amazing. We're all sweating. Things hurt that shouldn't hurt, and
right.
and
And everybody's just trying to get better, and everybody's trying to make everybody else around them better. Um,
yep. There's nobody in the gym that thinks that I'm better than you. It's like I I want you to be just as good. I want you to be better than me. I
right.
want to help you be good. There's no one here. I'm the top dog in this gym. I'm the top dog in this gym. It's like, you know what? Let's. I see you're struggling with this. I struggled with that too.
Let me
Maybe
show
try it
you
this
this
way.
way. Hey, yeah,
Yeah, let me
exactly.
show you this way.
Like when I was rolling with the blue belt that one night.
Yeah.
He proceeded to smash me, but then he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, try this. He's like, this is an easy way. Like, if you get to side control, this is an easy way to clear the arm and set up a key lock.
Yep.
Here's a sneaky way to set up a cross collar. And he sat with me for half an hour and was just go through this. Cool, finish, got it. Like, and he let me tap him probably 3 or 4 times, just teaching me different ways to go through some of the stuff. It was really cool, and
Yeah.
everybody I've ever rolled with that's not you has all been that way. Like, we're just everyone's trying to get better.
Yep. I'm just trying not to get smashed.
I
I'm not just
I
trying to.
I, I can't make any guarantees because I'm just gonna try to smash you.
No, no. I absolutely want you to try to smash me. I'm. I don't. I'm. It's not my job. It's not your job to not smash me. It's your job to smash me. It's my job to make you not smash me. So please smash away. I just don't want to be smashed. So I need to be better so I don't get smashed.
Right, and you are getting much better as I had just mentioned by your side control escapes.
Yeah.
Much harder for me to
It's just
smash you
like.
when you can get out of my side control.
Yep. I feel like I'm like, you know what? I practice. I call it, you know, the baby leaving the womb. I'm out.
And I guess we've been training on and off since like July, right? I would say we've probably
Yeah.
got, I would say about 6 months between what we've had to miss and vacations and all that kind of stuff. I'd say we probably have a solid 6 months worth of training.
Yeah.
Um, and I can tell you from we our very first podcast we talked about what's it like on day one, and we had been training
Hmm.
for maybe a month, right?
I would say,
And
yeah, maybe,
to
maybe.
to where we're at now, I still am a spazzy white belt that doesn't know anything, but when it comes to professor explaining things in class, a lot of the concepts I already understand because we've done them. My body moves in that way better because we've been doing it for 6 months, and I'm able to pick up on things a lot faster.
Yep.
And we're able to rep through faster because it was normally like, oh, you'll get one or two in, and then I'll maybe get one in, and then they're throwing in the next wrinkle. Now it's
Yep.
you do one side, the other side, I'll do one side. We'll usually get through two full rotations of you doing it twice and me doing it twice before they start this, before we're throwing in extra wrinkles. Um,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
so I think we're getting more efficient in our training, if that's I think a good word for it. I
Well, I
understand.
think you're right. I mean, yeah, and I kind of agree. Like concepts are coming along. Concepts, I understand. Concept is almost. I get the concept almost right away.
Right.
Um, Application is still a little bit slow.
Yes.
Um,
We're forgetting
like
steps
I
in
understand.
between.
Okay, I understand the concept. I get it. Application is gonna take me a minute. I gotta roll through this again. I gotta roll through this again. I gotta roll through this again. I'm like, okay, this doesn't work. Oh wait, that's because I forgot. This is a 7-step process. I forgot 4, 5, and 7. Shoot, that's why I'm not doing this right. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again. That's okay. Let's do it again. But but yeah, like kind of what you mentioned, like day, gosh, 1 through even probably 30. I was like, I don't know, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't know, man. What is that? What the hell is what is that move? Why what is
Huh?
it? What is it? What is it this?
I'm standing up. I'm wide-eyed. I'm looking at everything everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what
Yeah,
kind of magic is this that you're doing? Um, and now it's like, okay, I understand, and we're building off a lot of the concepts that we're familiar with
yeah.
now.
Yeah, when I'm like, oh, and you got to shrimp out, or then you got to underhook, and then you do this, and then you do this, and then do this. I'm like, okay. When they say those, you know, when they say words that, I didn't understand do it. I'm like, okay, I know what you mean when you're saying I have to underhook. And okay, I know what a gable grip is. I know when you want me to clamp this, and I understand what it means to go, why I have to go deep on the collar to pull this off because if I don't go deep, it's I'm not controlling anything. So I understand the concept, but it's just my brain understands it, but my brain and my body don't fully communicate
You
all
get
the information.
I understand the steps as you are showing and explaining as you go. And then as soon as we start, I remember step 1 and step 10.
Yep.
Step 2
Like
through 9, I'm like, I don't remember everything.
if there was a way to look at me, I a lot of the times when I'm applying the new concept, there's a buffer. There's the buffer like
I've seen the
where
buffer. I've seen you buffer as
there's
you're
the
going
buffer
through
wheel.
techniques.
The buffer wheels are in my eyes like, "Oh, hang on. Wait.
Oh, okay,
I'm on dial-up.
I
I'm
got it.
on
I
dial-up.
got it now.
I am still on dial-up. I'm I think that's most of us white belts are,
Oh,
you know.
100%.
Blue belts are maybe not dial-up. What came right after dial-up?
Yeah.
I can't remember what came right after dial-up. It's definitely not the
DSL.
Wi-Fi stuff.
It was DSL.
Yes, yes. So, blue belts are like on DSL. They get a little bit quicker. Um, purple, brown belts, they're, they're Wi-Fi. Uh, they're a little bit quicker, but black belts are just like black belts are they don't have to wait for it because they're the information center.
Right. That's
They're-
they are the ISP.
yeah, they they're the ones that are sending all the information out. They don't wait for it to come in
Yeah, it's
because they
already
have it
there. It's there.
already. Yeah. So that's it. We're the white belt dial-ups.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if we had to put it on internet terms, and we're like the free AOL CD that came in the mail dial-up.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
You got
Yeah, we're
submitted, you know?
damn.
Again? Why?
Again? Again? Like, yeah. It's like yeah, I can't. I was trying to think of what it was. I can't think of what I had something, but now it's gone, so we're gonna move on.
You're buffered. You buffered it out of
I
existence.
buffered again. I buffered out of yep.
We're also white belt
Someone picked up the phone.
podcasters.
That's just it. Someone picked up the phone and I lost my connection, so
Yep, it was gone.
sorry.
It's just gone. It's just gone.
Gone. Just gone. Well, put down the phone, Ma. I'm in a chat right now.
We're in a chat room meeting. Gosh.
Gosh.
But yeah, like I was funny. I was talking to one of my guys or one of the guys at work today, and they also train jujitsu, and I was telling them it's like I'm hitting that point where I'm starting to get more and more confident in my abilities. Like as we go through class, picking up the moves or re-going through some of the stuff that we've gone, which is also nice after training for 6 months because not everything is new. So,
Yeah.
so when we're doing some of the things we've done before, I'm like, okay, I know this sequence. I can do
Mhm.
this, and I need to practice 100%. Um, but I'm starting to get a little more confident where I'm just like, you know what? Like I need to roll and just get smashed.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I need to roll with a higher belt and just let them smash me and get my head out of the clouds.
Yep.
Not saying that you
When we
don't work be good because you do.
No, I get you,
But
but
you know
here's
what
the
I'm
thing.
saying? Like yeah, just I want to know how far behind I actually am. Cuz I feel like you and I are like
We have the same skill set.
we're the
We've been
very
to the same class.
yes. Yeah,
We have the same skill set right now. We've been to the same classes. We've learned the same techniques. You know, probably watch the same. You know, YouTube videos. It's just like we have the same. It's it's you're rolling against a mirror,
yeah, pretty
and
much. I feel that.
and if you want to get better if you want to be better with something, and I've told what I've told this to my kids about in anything. If you want to get better at something, you need to compete with people that are better than you because
Right.
you are gonna because you are going to because now you're gonna try to get up to you are gonna just through training and through like learning. Okay, this is how I lost this. This is how I lost this, or this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what you're gonna work your way up to that level by working against people that are better than you. If you roll against the mirror, you're not gonna roll. You're not gonna get better every day.
Right.
You're gonna stay the same. So, will we get better rolling together? Sure. Will it be a slow progression? Yes. And I'm the same thing. I want to, just, what, I'm going to go get smashed for a hot minute, you know? Bring on, come on there, purple belt.
Come smash me.
Come on, purple belt. What do you got? Come at me, bro. Bro, don't come at me that hard. Okay. Just kidding.
Then you'll get in a buggy choke and the entire class is laughing at you.
Slow down. Why are you so fast? Slow
Just
down.
just kidding. I didn't want you to go that hard.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, and I think we've talked about this on the cast before, is and you mentioned earlier today, just the environment and the culture that's in that gym is rolling against a higher belt doesn't just mean that you're going to get smashed and dead,
No,
and then
right,
they're going
exactly.
and they're going to be like ha 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 ha. What they're going to do is you're going to roll, they're going to smash you, and then they're going to be like, this is what I did to do this to you. This
Th-
is what you need to do to not let me do that to you.
Yep, exactly. And that's exactly how I felt when I got smashed by the higher belt.
Yeah.
So,
And
um,
that's just the way that it is. And at least at our gym, that's just how it is.
yeah, and that's it. Everybody wants to get better. That's all it is. We want to get better.
Everybody wants to get better, you know what? And sometimes you get better by getting smashed, and sometimes you get better by smashing and then teaching how you smashed.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
So
but yeah, I mean, I like I said, I feel a lot more confident after training for 6 months. But this, like, it also extends, I guess, outward. It's not just in the gym. Like, I feel like I am able to pick up concepts just in general things better. I feel like I'm more focused for the most part, and I'm wanting to take on a lot more stuff. So it's having a kind of a periphery effect in the rest of my life. And then obviously when I can,
that's a fancy word.
yeah, there you go.
Periphery.
The periphery of my life.
Jeez, go ahead and make up words to make yourself seem smart. That's fine. Whatever.
Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do sometimes, you know.
Jeez, let me see. What word can I make up? Well, there's peripheral vision. I'm gonna say periphery and make it say it's like around us. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Perfect.
Cool,
There we go.
cool, cool.
You
Yep.
know, but I mean, and but like, so it's having those effects, and like I said, I feel more confident in the gym, but I temper myself because I know when we roll, um, that I'm not good. I'm not good at jujitsu. Um, but I'm gonna try real hard, and I'm gonna learn from the mistakes that I'm making. And that's kind of the mentality that's starting to rub off on me again, and it's making me want to work out outside of the gym and get get in better shape so I can roll more.
Yeah. Well, and that's what they say about jujitsu too. Is there really is no you don't lose at jujitsu. You either win, at least especially if you're doing sport, competing, you know,
Yep.
jujitsu. You either win or you learn. There's actually no lose. Well, I maybe, I didn't win today, but this is kind of why I didn't win. So I'm gonna try that next time.
And this is why we learn a lot.
Yep, we learn a lot, and you mentioned working out outside of the gym and kind of how things are in the gym are kind of um helping you outside of the gym using your fancy word there.
The
Um,
periphery
it's
of my life.
it's no diaphragm, but whatever. I mean, it's not a competition, but diaphragm is way better. Um, anyway, so just as kind of a side note too, like for me, like so it's got a obviously it was super busy, the snow and stuff like that. So it's been super busy at work this weekend. I've been doing stepping out of my normal role to help out. And today I was kind of working in our production room and just going back and forth, running this machine by himself. And I'm running this machine. And I had done it before, and I would run it, but God, this is exhausting. But I'm like running it, and I was almost done with the jump. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't get tired. I mean, like, thanks, jujitsu.
Right.
I feel good. I think my cardio is a little bit better. Like, I feel my gas tank is a little bit better.
Yeah. I was able to walk 17,000 steps today and I didn't get gassed.
Oh, that's true. Check out Instagram.
I saw it. I
Notorious
saw it.
Notorious BOF. I got 17,000 steps today. Of course, I got 14,000 steps yesterday, and another I think 16,000 on Wednesday. So I've been stepping a lot
I
this
I
week.
I see that.
I had to step myself before I wrecked myself.
Um, but I think that's probably a good note to end us on a nice high note. Do you have any final thoughts, any final words before we go for the night?
I'm not even think I had a full thought the entire time. So nope, we're good.
That's fair. I'm kind of right there with you. I had the one big word and that was it.
Yep.
Um, So, as always, I want to thank everybody who continues to listen. We really appreciate your support. If you find us interesting or entertaining, please share it with your friends. If you are going to jujitsu classes, then share it with your rolling partners. If you've got questions, comments, if you want a show topic, um, please email us at rollinheavybjj@gmail.com. Uh, BOF and myself, we are both on Instagram, so you can catch me at Rollin with Big D, and he is the notorious BOF. Get some pictures and some stuff of us after rolling, and some of our solo drill stuff and what's going on there. So feel free to follow us there, and then otherwise, keep rolling, and we'll see you on the mats.